Welcome to today's broadcast. No matter what kind of day you are having, please remember that God is big and He is good. He is bigger and better than you think. There's a railroad crossing just below the farmhouse where I grew up. As a teenager driving home alone at night after a band practice or some other school activity, I depended on that warning light. The trains crossing the highway were extremely difficult to see after dark. And without those bright red flashing lights, I could have easily run headlong right into the side of one of those trains. The engineers who designed the signal had to take into account future contingencies, such as electrical or mechanical malfunctions. For instance, normally a switch, when activated, turns on a light. But if the engineers designed the warning signal to turn on when the train crossed the highway, in the event of a failure, the switch would remain off, putting people in danger. So the engineers designed the warning signal to flash all the time, unless turned off. In other words, the warning lights continue to flash in the event of an equipment failure, even when no train is present. But this logic does not carry over into our relationship with God. Imperfect products made by imperfect people require contingency plans. But God and everything about God is perfect, and no contingency plans are necessary. To try to walk by faith and yet plan for any contingencies in case God doesn't deliver is a plan to wreck your faith. We read in Hebrews 11:6. But without faith it is impossible to please Him, for he who comes to God must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. Faith is the belief or conviction of man's relationship to God and divine things. Faith is what pleases God. Faith is the substance of the hope we have in God. Faith is the belief that God is. Faith is to know that God exists to the extent that I am willing to risk anything and everything and to walk by faith in Him without any contingency plan. Now, this in itself is a big adventure. But we need to know something else. We need to know that God is a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. For more, please visit GiveMeThatMountain.org, and you have a wonderful day.